Flats, Emong, Somnus, did y'all have any like initial kind of get to know you questions you wanted to ask of Jared, or anything you wanted to talk about before we get going?
Hey, I think we're just gonna go right into Mr. Heroes
I have
Tuesday.
a question.
Oh,
I have
that's
a question. Jared, did you vote for Flats as the best FPS streamer of the year, or did you not?
Obviously, I did. Why would I not do that?
Okay. I just have to make sure.
Yeah. I have my priorities. I have my priorities straight.
It is amazing that the two Overwatch streamers who got nominated for FPS Streamer of the Year are both tank players.
Oh, what are you trying to imply there, Andy? Are you saying that Flats doesn't have the best aim in the world right now as Widowmaker's walking to Mystery Heroes Tuesday, Andy?
We cannot start Mystery Heroes Tuesday without the matching profile pics.
Yeah, I was just gonna do that. Hold on for a second.
What do we?
So Jared, we got a couple of casual questions coming in from chat, if that's okay. Can we ask some casual questions? All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call this get to know Jared time. All right. So the first question we had is, what's your favorite food?
Oh man, I don't know. I eat everything. I don't know that I really have a favorite. Like 11-year-old Jerry is like, pizza is the best, because I literally had it last night for dinner and for lunch this weekend. But I love seafood. I live by the ocean. That's like a big staple in my diet.
Thank you, fish.
I love fish and shrimp and stuff. You know, I'm a seafood guy. I love a ribeye steak. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place. I don't really have a favorite. Why pick a favorite?
Whoop, whoop.
Exactly.
I like that.
Love your content.
What's more important next week, watching Overwatch League or playing Diablo Open Beta? Ooh. Why not watch Overwatch League while playing Diablo Open Beta? I mean,
I put a TV next to my ultrawide monitor, and that's where all the watching happens when I'm playing.
Loot boxes have surrounded you.
Oh my God, I don't like. Hold on.
Oh no!
I feel like I'm being bullied.
Oh, fucking lose! I love me slowly home.
First row.
Oh my God!
Is it?
You go customization, and then it's in the first row. The sixth one from the left side is a loot box. There's no way the executive producer of Overwatch 2 doesn't have the loot box. Like, no way, you don't have the loot box.
I don't have it. I thought that.
Do you have the coin?
Coin?
Hey, you can go for the coin. The credits.
Right in the middle of
Oh God.
I sure do.
Let's go.
Oh, we got Ramatra. Let's go. I really like how they have two supports. Moira and Brick. We have, let's see, maybe Seagull gets the support here.
That's the magic of
I'm
Mystery
trying.
Heroes.
Hey, here. Group up. I got healing. There we go. Got healing for you. There we go.
Huge. I'm trying to help you, Jared. I don't know how I'm helping his Ash.
I'll go on top. I got my ults. I'm hitting the flank.
It's okay. I'm about to get the hero I want anyway.
I got rolled!
Wait, they went from. Damn it.
Welcome to Mystery Heroes.
Two Kirikos, two Tracers? What is this?
Oh, look at our comp. We got two
Let's go,
souls.
let's go.
Oh, yeah.
We have three
Don't freak out,
supports.
don't freak out. I'm on Kitty Crow, let's go.
Okay,
Why am I on the bottom one?
Lucio just found me while I was in Fizz. Alright, cool.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah, showing off that aim right now. Yeah, there we go.
What's the FPS streamer of the year?
Oh yeah. I've never missed in my life.
Winston on me? Winston one? Huge EMP! Oh,
Wait. Summer one. No, the Symmetra, not the Summer. The other one. The other one.
Come back now. It's my EMP time. Stay
They have
alive.
two balls.
Wait, oh wait.
Guys, they have two balls. What the hell?
That's fine. We have two Zombers.
One of us just gets a hack. We both get the boost.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You hacked the other one now.
I'll be here in a second. Here we go.
Oh, I'm trying to get there.
Come back. I'm coming
I'm
back.
trying to get. There you go.
Holy, that gets rolled. Yo, I'm gonna come look for it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there in a second. Huge EMP. They're upset. They're peeved. Right-click Randy in the Winston. Nice.
Sombra's evil in Mystery Heroes Tuesday. If you get more than one.
Yeah, two Sombras is crazy.
Good job. See?
There we go.
So we are hanging out with Jared Noyce, the executive producer of Overwatch, and also playing some mystery heroes while we're
Sensory
doing
overload, yeah.
On this, Emo, Flats, and Seagull. Chat, if you have any questions, please feel free to stop them in the chat. If we're able to answer them, we will. As a reminder, the stream is meant to be really kind of like a more casual thing. We're hanging out, playing games, but we definitely want to try and answer these questions. So please feel free to ask them in chat, and we'll try to work them in throughout the stream.
I'm thinking, guys.
Also, this is Jared's first time playing on stream, so we don't want to overwhelm him with too many questions in the middle of trying
Cute
to
I thought you were gonna
I
say
like it,
this is my
Jared.
first time playing, and I was like, no, dude, I've played a little bit.
Oh, I know you've got like several thousand hours on the game before joining the stream. So
Like, I don't. You don't have to. You can ask questions. I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then.
I'm gonna be bad.
You know,
right?
Pro streamer.
Jared, somebody was asking me what my favorite skin is, but I actually want to ask you, what's your favorite skin?
Starship Orisa is like my favorite skin currently.
That's what I'm
I
using
love
right now.
it So much.
Do you like the Sigma one then too? That one's. I like that one.
The one from the Battle Pass?
Yeah.
Distracting
Yeah, I
pants.
just got it. It's great, yeah.
I love that one.
I mean, they have a lot of
Oh
views.
god, I got you! Owl Guardian Mercy though is sick. That's what I'm using right now. Oh, hey, I'm dead. Hog behind us, hog behind us.
I think my personal favorite stream is Combat Medic.
The ghost.
Oh, not great. Okay. Well, what's this one point?
Serious question?
Yeah. Is it gonna get me emotional and like traumatized, or what are you thinking?
I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you feel about comp. You know,
Oh, yeah, so
I know we've talked kind of generally publicly about wanting to make the game feel more rewarding, but one of the viewers earlier was asking, you know, what are our thoughts on making comp more rewarding? Like, or do we have any plans on making comp a more rewarding experience?
Yeah, I think there's
speak to kind of at a high level.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, there's kind of two angles to that. One is making it feel better, just kind of moment to moment and after every match, and then another is like the rewards themselves. And so making it feel better after every match has been a thing we've been working on, and we're making a bunch of changes to in Season 4. Like we reduced the number of games from 7 to 20 to 5 and 15. We're also going to be giving like a lot more feedback before and after matches. So that should help the sort of like just experiential part of it. And then rewards part of it, I think we all know that there's a lot more that we can do there, I guess is what I would say. And so, yeah, we're interested in making rewards a little more compelling.
Silver guns?
There we go.
I was going to go with
a
different shade of gold.
Yeah.
more of an amber gold. And it like, you know, I don't want to spoil anybody, but I think that'll be pretty exciting.
Yeah, true.
I'm curious, what does chat want? What is the sort of like, in a perfect world, what would you want out of comp?
Top 500, everybody.
Well, I want a top 500 hoodie.
Go on.
Send everyone a t-shirt, a top 500 shirt.
I didn't expect physical goods to be the answer from the crew here, but all right.
I mean, I think if you had like a distinguishable key charm no one else could have, except when you like top 500 or whatever, like a weapon charm or like a sticker. I actually miss the sprays a lot. Like I'm not gonna lie, I do miss them.
I mean, I miss having them, but I never use them. Like,
I never used them, but like it was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of like a low-key flex, like just putting it on the wall and it's like a GIF instead of like a standing still one.
We would use the player icon for the first 3 days, and then you just removed it.
Yeah.
I have opened the mouth.
Oh Jesus, it's just a matter. I'm staying away.
Just got rolled to you.
God, you running Discord on this map while streaming, my FPS just goes to
Peace to the healer, guys.
Oh, I'm on May now. Done for.
Oh, my FPS looking real good right about now.
Wait, maybe I'll get a support. Hold on. I'm glad.
Not
Honestly,
every
I'm
streamer
glad.
has a 20k PC. I am not one of those streamers. I'm an Overwatch streamer.
Is it Tank Tuesday for me? I don't think I've seen a different...
I know it's Mystery Heroes Tuesday.
It's definitely Tank Tuesday for me.
There's a mysterious algorithm at the core of Mystery Heroes Tuesday, and we don't understand it yet, but...
My Genji's
Oh,
one.
screw it, guys. I don't do enough damage to get it. There we go.
I got it. Still got rally too. You know what? Let's use it.
Nice.
Did you see me block that? I'm going for the widow. Watch this.
Hey, there you go. Look, all that
I'm
tank
not going
practice.
for the widow. I am. I'm going for the widow now. Hold on. I'll jump her.
Genji's one.
Huge. Genji on Jared.
Genji's still up here. Yeah, Emon?
We're good.
Yep. We've been practicing that ball, I see.
Hey, 43% win rate. Let's go.
Wow, it's going up.
There we go.
It's big.
It's up from last season.
Shooting for 44% today.
Maniku is asking a question. This is actually something that's interesting. Any plan to have an option to randomize between skins between matches?
Is there a planned feature in the roadmap that I can talk about? No, there's not a thing that I can talk about around that. I would love that myself, though. Doesn't mean it will never happen. It's more like the definitely something that we want to work towards.
You know, I saw a question earlier from somebody that I think is actually pretty cool for this group to discuss. And Jared, you know, I'll open it up to you. But how do you kind of resolve viewpoints that differ between what the development team wants or thinks is the right way to go and what we see from like large parts of the community saying what they want?
Oh, that's an awesome question that I'm sure everyone is going to be mad at me about when I answer. The reality is people like to talk about the community as though it's this singular entity that all has like the same shared perspective, and oftentimes that's not the case, right? Like we're a global game, and so think about people in different countries, people in different skill tiers. I don't play a lot of comp, mostly because I've worked on a lot of comp systems in my time in game development, and so like knowing what that grind is like and what it does to me emotionally, it just makes me frustrated half the time, and so I just don't play it. And so you know everyone has a different perspective, and what we have to do is try to find the path through sort of those different perspectives to land on a good solution. So the first thing I'll say is nobody is ever going to universally love a decision, right? Like people will just always disagree. And the second thing is we just have to be clear about what we're trying to do. So if we're trying to do something for super high skill tier players, like we should be clear about that. And if we're trying to do something for more casual players, we should also be clear about that. So there isn't like a one size fits all solution. It's just in that situation, what are you trying to accomplish and for who? And then, you know, you try to make the best decision that you can, knowing that it's always going to be a trade-off that someone won't be happy with, but that somebody else may love. Does that make sense?
That makes sense to me, and I understand that. A lot of questions about the next hero. Yeah, I mean, Jared, come on, like you have to know that folks are really looking forward to hearing about the next hero.
I mean, I can say that it's a support hero, and that's all that I will say about this hero.
Yeah.
Is this support hero cute?
You know, I feel pretty comfortable saying yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's exciting. I don't objectively. No.
Yeah, I think you'd be hard pressed to look at this hero and say not cute. Also, I'm on ball, and I am literally the worst ball player.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but that's an orc. That's not like he gets
I was
paid
trying
by
to
them.
feed, and you were trying to save me.
Loot Box Rebellion wouldn't do anything.
Right,
We're not
so-
sponsored.
So
we
Jared,
won't.
I'm gonna be
We're not an
man of the people
organization.
right now, and I'm gonna try to extract.
Organizations
a
are
little bit
very
more
expensive and
information.
typically lose a lot of money.
Like, are we
I'm
talking
not
like
in the business of losing money.
cute, or like like mercy cute, or like
Come on, let's go.
Or
Let's
like
come in.
jetpack cat cute.
Sorry, Mercy Cute, or what was the second option? I was thinking
Jetpack cat cute.
Yeah, like when you look at a cat, and you go, oh, cute. Or like when you look at Mercy and you're like, wow, she's cute, you know? There's a difference.
There is a difference. I don't like cats, which I'll
Dogs.
say.
Let's say dogs.
I would say like Mercy Cute. I feel good saying like Mercy Cute.
Okay, cool. All right. I have my own theories, but I don't want to share them because I'm afraid that I'll give way too much away. So I'm going to keep my theories to myself there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what we've said publicly and what we haven't. I know that support we have said. Cute, I don't think we've said, so that's an exclusive to this stream. It's just a cute hero.
You can already see the
Exactly,
news
the
reporting
cute,
now.
the cute,
New
yeah,
support
yeah.
hero is gonna be cute. That's what banana thing's the problem.
I do have one bigger question, I guess.
Sorry, thank you.
Which would be, when can we expect any news on PV?
Ooh, we are. What I will say, Andy is probably freaking out right now. What I will say is that we are currently planning the time that we're going to talk about it, which will be. I've said this before. It will be soon, and I actually do.
Blizzard soon. I see it.
Not Blizzard soon. Jared soon, which is a is sooner.
Well, now we'll be able to know from this time point. We'll figure out what Jared soon is.
Yeah. You can start like setting your watch by it.
Yeah, so on the 14th of March, now we know how long Jared soon would be whenever you say soon.
I gotta wait.
Oh, that's a mistake. Mistakes were made.
I can't believe I got away.
Get this
Almost
question
gone.
a lot from Peter Dozal. Was thoughts on making a gun bunny, kind of like what Riot. So Jared actually joined us and was at Riot prior to joining Overwatch, so he's very familiar, I'm sure, with what those kind of like swag things are. You know, I remember when I was there, we had the fist bump ward skin, right? And then obviously in Valorant they have the gun buddy. Any thoughts on us making something like that for if, say, a Overwatch player meets a Overwatch dev in the wild?
Yeah, it's interesting. Every company has a different philosophy about this kind of stuff. And I think that the thing that Blizzard really wants to do is make it not about the devs, but about the players, right? And so I think what Gun Buddies actually did was they turned devs into these weird little superstars who were like, people were constantly asking them for gun buddies, and it was like a thing. And I think we don't want that. We want players to be focused on the game, and we want to celebrate players more than we want to celebrate sort of us as employees. If that makes sense.
I have another question actually goes in with that. Whatever happened to the weapon inspect animations?
Oh, I actually get asked this kind of a lot. There's a lot of stuff that we're trying to do all at once, and when we prioritize work, like a big part of my job is prioritizing the stuff that we're gonna focus on. I think we love weapon inspect animations. They look super cool, but when I put them in front of a lot of the stuff that I think is going to be better for more players, no. And so we want to do them. I think we will still do them. It's just not something that's going to release in the next season or two.
Nose is so itchy.
Yeah, but it is rad. Like it's awesome to be able to check it out, and like the animations are really cool. Like there's a lot to love there. But we have a big team, but the team is not infinitely big. And so if I'm trying to make a trade-off between something that like 90% of players are going to get a lot of enjoyment out of, or like a smaller subset who wants to use weapon inspects, I have to pick the bigger group most of the time. Not always, but most of the time.
Have you guys ever thought about like having like items to inspect that are like kind of personal advice? Like I don't know, maybe like Hanzo inspects like, you know, that feather he had in the one connected to Genji, for example? Like, I don't know, like, or Genji has like the letter he wrote to Mercy or something to inspect. Have you ever thought about that?
That's cool. I have not heard us talking about that, and I actually hadn't thought about it either. But I think that could be a really cool fit for something like the inspect system or something like
yeah, I was thinking that would be cool.
Yeah.
I have a question I'm not sure if you can answer, but just I'm curious.
My favorite kind.
Yeah. So, in the last like year or so, I would say like Blizzard's done like a really good job of like working with creators more and, you know, doing stuff like this. Like a year or two ago, I could have never imagined like, let's just go play some mystery heroes and just have a good time, you know? Is there anything that you have any ideas of things you would want to do, or things that like ways you want to work with creators more and make fun stuff or do fun types of content with us? So like anything along those lines?
Yeah, I love stuff like this. I mean, everywhere that I've worked, I think has had a real player first, like get in front of the community and like be a member of it mentality, and like I want that to be the ethos of this team, and I think that you're starting to see more and more of that since we released Overwatch 2. And so, you know, ideas like, hey, let's just hang out every week and play games together. Things like Bungie bounties are a good example of the kinds of things you can do, right? Where you team up and like hop in and like you're actually running bounties, or creating like unique content, partnering on reveals, like stuff like that. I think is all really cool, and exactly what I want us to be doing. So yeah, I think more and more, you know, as creators have ideas, I think we want to hear them, and as we have ideas, we'll reach out and see who's interested in doing them.
Cool. I'm really excited to hear that.
Yeah, if you have ideas, like seriously, hit us up, because like I'm just a big, we should experiment constantly and try to find things that like resonate with players and creator communities, and so like I'm super down to try whatever.
That's a dangerous thing to let me do, because I have like a channel in my like own personal Discord full of like hundreds of ideas of things that I want to do someday. so I got a list.
We would do them. I just said.
Oh yeah. I know.
Very open to them.
Guys,
Oh, yeah.
I watched Flats on TikTok, so watch this.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go. You feeding?
You just hit the wall.
Oh god.
Okay.
Yep. No, yeah, you've seen him on TikTok. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, see, I told you.
Yeah,
what
I
the
totally
fuck.
didn't bail you out or nothing, but yeah.
Oh no, look, watch this.
That's a Zen. You don't go near those. You clearly didn't watch me.
I'm 45 HP.
Yeah, that's a Zen. If you watched me, you would know I don't go near those.
I watch you.
go back
I
to
watch your
spawn.
TikToks all the time. I'm subbed and like I comment on every TikTok.
Do
I know
you?
he's a TikTok Reinhardt. Yeah, of course.
I don't think I've ever.
I'm on, like,
I didn't even
an
know
alt
you had a
account.
TikTok. I don't think I follow you back.
I don't know. I'm not using TikTok.
I'll get that, Mercy. Don't you worry.
Oh, I actually have a question, Jared. Like, do you guys have plans on doing like more charity events, like from years ago, like the Pink Mercy one, like a charity event like that?
What a good question.
Yeah. 'Cause that was really
yeah.
cool.
I will say yes. I think one of the things the team is super passionate about, and including myself, is charitable causes and like being able to use our game as a channel for things we care about. And so
Yeah, that was
yes,
really big.
absolutely, yes. I just got waxed. Expect to see some news soon, I guess is what I would say.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I think that what we're going to be talking about will just kind of be the start of what we want to do. There's a lot that we want to do going forward.
It's actually pretty exciting.
Strength from nature.
You say actually as though you're surprised that I said something that was exciting, which I find a little insulting.
See, I just throw words sometimes in front of other words. Like,
Yeah, see,
actually,
I hear,
you know.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't believe you.
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't either.
Got a question in the chat from. I want to take the all these questions and kind of like combine them together a little bit, but like more holistically, like are we open to allowing even more customization for the mythic skins, like allowing like even more options for like the palettes and allowing even different weapon skins to be worn with different season skins and things like that?
I think we're open to mixing up how mythic skins are customized, but I think the big thing for us is figuring out what players actually like, because we've only done a small number right now, and so we have to figure out like what is the right set of stuff to customize. Like, do people love being able to customize Kiriko's hair in a way that's different than what they were able to do with Junker Queen? Like, that's the kind of stuff that we need to get a better handle on.
Cool.
If it gets a little quiet sometimes, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I can.
Mayonnaise.
They're on the same track, so it's a little tough.
What do you think is the community's biggest misunderstanding about developing Overwatch?
You do this.
I don't know that there's a misunderstanding. Like, I think whatever you see sort of a disagreement in the community and between the community and the dev team, I think it's much more about like, we probably haven't conveyed the reality of what it's like to develop a game like this, or like the constraints that we have very well. And so if I had to pick one, I think I'd probably pick something related to matchmaking. Like, matchmaking for these kinds of games is incredibly hard, which doesn't mean we shouldn't be doing a good job, but it does mean that like the reality is that it is tricky. Even if you have two perfectly matched teams from a skill perspective, like, there really is no guarantee that they will have close matches, right? Sometimes people have bad days. Sometimes, you know, whatever. Like, there's always extenuating circumstances. So I think if there's one thing, it's probably that matchmaking is easy, because it's 100% not easy. Also, I think, sorry, one more, if I could say it, because I think this is real, is the community doesn't have a great sense for how long everything takes when you're developing a game like this. Just with QA and having to go through and like do multiple iterations of stuff to make sure that it's great. Like development just takes a long time. And so people will be like, why can't you fix this for next season? I'm like, because next season's basically almost done. And you know, we're always a couple seasons out in how we're thinking.
So I do have another, this would be big question, I guess, would be, in the past, you guys have talked about in interviews how you've been looking into new game modes for Overwatch.
Yeah, for sure.
Are there any new information you guys are able to talk about with regards to those new upcoming game modes eventually soon?
Yeah, we did talk. I mean, I think at the outset we talked about sort of the cadence that we wanted to be on with seasons and how we wanted to have, you know, heroes, maps, and modes sort of like in these alternating patterns, and that is still 100% true. And there are modes in development that you will be able to play in the future. I will say, not Jared soon, but soon.
I'm gonna touch.
No.
No.
Was that
Yeah,
the
there's-
first loss?
That was the second loss.
Oh.
And before we jump into the next game, Jared, like anything you're particularly excited about for season 4? Of course, aside from the new hero.
Oh, I mean, we haven't really announced anything about season 4 yet, have we?
We haven't, no. So like here's the field of landmines. Good luck navigating your way through it, sir.
I would say new hero is number 1 because I'm a support main, and because I will say that the new hero has some mechanics that I am extremely excited to see what the community does with, and that is as vague as I think I'm comfortable being. And I think that the season has a bunch of like cool thematic ties that go together really well, and things that it's starting to feel like our seasons are coming together. We're getting a better sense for how to structure them and how to pull themes together, how to make events feel like they're tied into the kind of the overarching theme of the season. So I'm excited about the theme. I'm excited about one of the events in particular, and then I'm really excited about actually 2 of the events in particular, and then I'm really excited about the hero, who, as we said before, is cute and a support and has mechanics that will be really interesting to watch unfold in high-level games.
I think the kid is completely unique and different to anything we've done in Overwatch before. So, and
Yeah,
that's as
100%.
easy as I'll get myself. I'd say agree with you, and you know what? It's good to hear that, especially about kind of like the thematicness of the battle pass. You know, I know you've seen this in like some of the community reports that we send across every week, but that's definitely, you know, a point of feedback that folks have had about the battle passes. You know, they feel that there's better opportunities for us to be more thematic in there. Are you able to talk a little bit about some of the ways that we're thinking about, you know, resolving that issue or responding to that feedback, I should say?
Yeah, I think that there's a bunch of different ways. I think there's a bunch of elements. There's you know, battle pass and making the battle pass feel more thematically tied in with like the mixture of skins that are on theme in the battle pass versus outside of the battle pass. I think there's the way that events feed into the overarching theme of the season. Like we did a pretty good job of this with Battle for Olympus, and I know a lot of folks weren't fond of the FFA nature of it, but I think that was a good step in the right direction in terms of making them feel like they all went together. And yeah, the like when we release modes, making sure that modes feel like they're really deeply integrated into the theme, and we have a few examples of that coming up that are awesome, I would say. So yeah, I think it's just about making sure that most of the stuff that we're doing ties back really cleanly into the theme of the season, and then still leaving some room for off-theme stuff, because you know, if you don't love the theme for a season, we don't want you to like tune out of the game. Like if you're not big into Greek mythology and that's the only thing that you get to see for 9 weeks, then that's probably not great. But yeah, having that mix and then making sure that the really key parts of the season tie cleanly into the theme is kind of where we're headed.
Very cool.
I actually have a question off of what you said.
I love that.
You talked about themes, right? And like, you know, making sure that like, you know, the stuff, like if you don't like Greek mythology, you're not stuck with Greek mythology for 9 weeks. I think that this season, the One Punch Man event has been awesome. Like that was actually so cool. Are you able to talk about like what the reaction was from the team? Because originally it seemed very much like we're just gonna wait and see how people reacted. Like, do you guys like think that the community reacted positively enough that like you loved the idea and maybe we'll do more?
I would say it is fair to say the community has reacted very positively, and we would like to do more. What those are and when they happen, still very much up in the air. But generally speaking, yeah, super happy with the response. Super happy with how into One Punch everybody was. And like the team has always been psyched about it, so it isn't really a question of like, does the team want to do more? The team is psyched to get to partner with IPs that they personally love, and a lot of people on the team love One Punch. So yeah, I think I feel comfortable saying we loved it. Players seem to have loved it. It's just about finding more opportunities to do it well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emong, Flats, Seagull, Somnus, this is your chance to pitch your collabs.
Pitch me those
Attack on Titan, Reinhardt as Colossal Titan. That's a good
Maybe
idea.
Armor Titan? I feel like Armor Titan better, no?
Tanjiro Genji? I mean, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, I think Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer, like one of the most popular franchises of the last couple of years. Actually, I really enjoyed those in particular.
How about
and Naruto? I don't know what to say about Naruto.
Oh no.
I mean, that's also great. I don't know about you, but that's my childhood, just like watching Naruto.
What hot takes do people have on non-anime collabs that they'd like to see? I'm not opposed to
Gordon
anime.
Freeman.
I mean, that's a good idea too.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
I mean, I love me some Lord of the Rings. You kidding?
Get some Gollum in there on one of the.
Who's gonna be Gollum? Wait, who do you expect to be Gollum? I need to know.
I don't know. I'm just.
I mean, it's gotta be like Junkrat or somebody, right? No.
Would that make sense? I don't even know if it makes sense.
I don't know who would make sense as Gollum. Yeah.
We don't really have a great Gollum. I mean,
Obviously,
like,
Hanzo Legolas, but
Yeah, Hanzo Legolas is good. Wait, Reinhardt is
Okay,
Gandalf the Grey?
Chad is agreeing with us that it's Junkrat 100%. No, Reinhardt is Boromir. Or
I was gonna
Boromir.
Boromir if he didn't get full of arrows.
If he didn't get Sean Bean. What?
If he didn't get Sean Bean, yeah.
I see a lot of other video game franchises. Somebody was like a TF2. Oh, come on! Like that would actually be sweet.
That would be
That'd be cute.
That would be sweet. It's like.
Does that mean you just put hats on a bunch of characters?
Yeah. It's all about those hats.
Oh my god!
I mean, well, that was the best part of Bastion, right? So I mean, a hat collab. Everyone just gets a hat. That's...
I think all of us on the Overwatch team have a deep appreciation for games like TF2.
I think I'm onto something there, actually.
So, and I know that folks on this call definitely do. Seagull. So. Warhammer. Gray, there is a
swing back,
Games
buddy.
Workshop is complicated to work with.
I also don't know that Warhammer is like a great fit for the vibe
I
of the
know,
game
right?
overall. Like a little bleak.
Bright and optimistic future. Immortal God Emperor. I'm not sure that rocks.
My like non-thematically appropriate tie would be the Alien franchise because I'm a huge fan of it.
That'd be sick.
That would be sick. I love me some Alien stuff.
Love me some Geiger.
I made a friend.
Diablo
just hanging out.
crossover. We've already had a Diablo crossover. Haven't you seen the Sombra skin? Grave. We have the Demon Hunter Sombra skin. But we could do more Diablo skins. That would be awesome. I'm waiting for the day when we do a. I wish we had done like a Paladin Brig skin. That felt like it.
We got our buddy.
Oh, here's an interesting workshop question. Any potential to build actual maps in workshop?
Ooh, not planned right now, but I do like that idea. And I think one of the cool things is like seeing how people leverage workshop in Overwatch 2 and like how we should expand it over time. And it really just comes down to like,
Friends trying
what
to
do
kill
folks want to make? What can't they make? So we're very open to the idea of expanding workshop. The question is just like, how do we do it?
Yeah. I know from a community perspective, I'm a huge advocate of it myself. I used to work on a game a long time ago called City of Heroes, and we had a feature in there called Mission Architect, which was essentially a version, our version of Workshop, which basically let players like build missions and all this other content and share it with players, just kind of like our Workshop system is. And it was a much beloved system, and I was always amazed by the ingenuity of the community. And so, yeah, no, RIP COX was actually just looking last night and was really sad. They saw they deleted like all of our YouTube videos and Twitch videos and stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, no, if you were a COX player, I was Willinger, the community, old community manager of the game back in the day.
Oh, I'm dead. Thank you.
Break off, go crazy.
I got another like small question someone asked. Are you guys planning on bringing back like experimental at some point?
I had a conversation this morning about using experimental for something. So I think, yeah, we definitely want to use it. The question is how. And it hadn't really been a big priority for us, but now we're starting to toss around some ideas for what we might want to try with it.
Experimental tournament like before, those were good time.
We're talking a little bit more about like, you know, what can we preview in it, or what can we like show off in it to get feedback on, that kind of stuff.
I have to say, Flats, I'm sure you remember this, but you know those community experimental cards were actually a ton of work for.
Oh yeah, I
for
can
you
imagine.
all and for the team. So I think, you know, from a community team perspective, that's something we'd like to try and get back to at some point someday. But for right now, I definitely we want to make certain we are helping the development team by giving as much possible space for them to prioritize the things that are really, you know, super important to the community.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I just want to give Arissa a hat again. That's all I want.
I know. The Arissa hat was adorable.
All right, going out on a dub, that feels pretty good.
Absolutely.
True.